Welcome, EH-iCrypto Squad, to another exciting episode of EH-iCrypto News at Night, where we bring you today's latest and greatest news in the crypto space in just 5 minutes or less. Let's get into it. First up, Gary Gensler isn't the only US government prick that doesn't want you owning any crypto, as Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is once again smearing her dookie on the crypto industry and attempting to make Americans more dependent on big banks. Elizabeth Warren's draconian Digital Assets Anti-Money Laundering Act has the potential to drive cryptocurrency businesses overseas and weaken consumer choice. While the stated purpose of the bill is to protect Americans from scams, it seems more like a smear campaign against the crypto industry, which could make Americans more dependent on traditional banks, which are going to the shitter, of course. The bill would prohibit the use of digital asset mixers, require self-hosted wallets, and enforce AML policies on miners and validators. This would force many entities to shut down or stop servicing American users. Additionally, the bill is particularly harsh on decentralized finance, requiring platforms to record users' personal information and submit it to the government without a warrant or probable cause. The bill's effect would be to force many cryptocurrency businesses to close their doors or leave the United States, giving Americans few legal opportunities to participate in the industry. This would reduce competition in banking and other financial services to the benefit of traditional ones. Now here's the BS. In addition, the company that develops software for your local bank doesn't even have to comply with AML regulations. Now, while it's true that some crypto regulations and enforcement are necessary, Warren's bill amounts to a smear campaign against the industry, which could make Americans more dependent on shady-ass traditional banks. It's important to remember that the job of lawmakers is to promote the public good, not to carry out a crusade against an entire industry. Next up north here in Canada, where I'm from, Kraken, the famous crypto exchange, is gearing up to comply with new regulations in Canada. The Canadian Securities Administrators have recently implemented new guidance for crypto asset trading platforms. This has made it mandatory for Kraken to file a pre-registration undertaking, which will legally commit it to following new investor protections. The new requirements include things like new custody standards, restrictions on the use of leverage, and a ban on trading stablecoins without prior written consent from the CSA. But Kraken is not backing down. The exchange has been operating in Canada for over a decade and has now filed a pre-registration undertaking with the Ontario Securities Commission seeking restricted dealer status. This special kind of dealing registration is for firms that don't quite fit under any other category, and regulators tailor requirements for firms with this status individually. If Kraken is successful receiving this status in the province of Ontario, perhaps this opens the door for Binance's return to Ontario? On the other hand, cryptocurrency exchange OKX has decided to stop providing service to Canadian customers within 3 months due to these new regulations. But Kraken's managing director for Canada, Mark Greenberg, has assured both existing and prospective clients that the exchange remains committed to Canada. So don't you worry, Kraken is here to stay, and they're not giving up without a fight. Bitcoin continued its upward trend on Thursday, with the price of the largest digital asset briefly spiking above $29,100 in recent trading. This has spurred calls of a new bull market, with traders eyeing the psychologically important $30,000 level for the green light. The stock market's upbeat mood brought the price of Bitcoin back to the upper limit of the March trading range, said one analyst. However, as Bitcoin approaches $30,000, it may face short-term selling pressure. It seems Bitcoin is rising alongside stocks as investors look ahead to the inflation picture and shake off fears from recent bank health concerns. So if you're still confused about crypto, just remember that Bitcoin is like the cool kid in school, who always follows the trends. And right now the trend is up, like last night's erection. Shout out to Five Dog, Rest in Power, and Tribe Called Quest. Let's see what Bitcoin has in store for us as we enter the weekend. That's all for AI Crypto News at Night, and thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this newscast, please like, subscribe, and share it out. And what are your thoughts about Elizabeth Warren trying to tear down the crypto space in America? Go ahead and comment below. And as always, take care and stay blessed.